Good morning, VC. It's Glen Kellaway from the basement. Hey, it's Sunday morning. It's around 10 o'clock, 10:30. Getting all pumped up for football today. Um, my Raiders don't play until Monday night against the Saints. I'm kind of worried about that. The Saints are kind of a heavy, well, they're a good pick to win the Super Bowl this year, and I don't think the Raiders are, so it might be an ugly night. We'll see. Anyway, this is a contest entry for Michael at 45 RPM audiophile. Um, Michael has reached 600 subscribers in a very short amount of time, I might add. I think, like he said, 4 months he's been doing these videos. He mentioned Mazzy was a big help to generate interest in his channel. Incredible, because yeah, Mazzy's great. He helped me a little bit too, and pushed me up a little bit. So we all appreciate what Mazzy does on the VC. Michael, you have a great channel. Mazzy actually turned me on to your channel through that thing you guys did together. You show some amazing stuff, and one of the albums you showed I ended up buying because of your video. I'll show that in a bit. So Michael has 4 parts to his contest. One, show 1 or 2 of your best sounding records. Well, I've repeated the story a million times, but I've sold my vinyl collection off not once but twice. I know, Lord of the Idiots. I know. Yeah, don't turn off the channel just because now you think I'm a moron. Yeah, or now that you know I'm a moron. Anyway, I've been building it up again over the past year or two, so I don't have a ton of records yet. I got about 300 and some, 320 or something like that. So not a lot of like audio, like I would consider audiophile recordings, but a few sound really good. This is an interesting one. I bought this at a record show for $2. It still has the shrink wrap on it, and it's in great frickin' shape. It's Herb Ellis and Charlie Bird, guitar, guitar. Just 2 jazz guitar players playing along. It's somewhat mellow as a recording. It's on the Columbia label. There's the label. But what a nice album. The guitars sound so nice on this record. It's really a nice recording. It sounds great. So I'm quite happy about that one. The other one that sounds really good are the Neil Young reissues. They're fantastic. I wish I could get the first box. When I sold my record collection off like 7 years ago or whatever the hell it was, 8 years ago, maybe not that long ago, I don't know. I had the first series of this with his first 4 albums on it and have not been able to find it. Now they want like ridiculous prices. I saw somebody was asking $800 for it the other day. So I think I'm going to try and buy the albums individually, but I would love the box. But anyway, I do have the second box, and my 2 favorite Neil Young albums are in here, and they both sound incredible. On the Beach, Neil did a terrific job on his archive series releases. So Neil Young would be another one that I think they sound awesome. Next, best sounding live records. Well, I picked a couple out here that I think sound pretty darn good. Santana Moonflower. Great Santana live album. Double album, gatefold. Really nice sounding record. It's on Columbia as well. There's the label. Excellent sounding record. Excellent performance from Carlos as well. And one of my favorite live albums that I think sounds pretty darn good too. Procol Harum live with the Edmonton Symphony Orchestra and the DeCamera Singers. What a classic album this is on A&M Records. Now, I'm thinking... no, it's Canadian pressing. I was getting it mixed up. I got this, and I got Neil Young. I got Jethro Tull's Aqualung, a German pressing. I always get mixed, forget which one was the German and which one was the Canadian. But Yeah, that's a really good live album. It sounds good in any format. Just a well recorded record. Okay, show a record that you would like to see reissued. The most rare record in my collection. So this, Michael, is where you come in. You showcase this. Bob Dylan's 45 RPM original master recording of Blonde on Blonde. It's 4 record set on 45 RPM. Immediately after watching your video, because this is Sgt. Pepper and Blonde on Blonde are my 2 favorite albums of all time. So as soon as you showed this, I went on the internet and tried to see if I could find it. It is out of print and going for half decent money. So recently I sold some stuff, bass guitar, my amp, some stereo equipment, and I had some mad money. And my local record store, he had this on the shelf, and he gave it to me for a fairly good price. I think I paid $200 for it, Canadian. But so I had mad money. I wouldn't have been able to afford that if I didn't. But I'm so glad I could afford it at the time, because Michael, you were right. It sounds incredible. Bob's vocals in this, like when you're listening, you feel like he's sitting in front of you playing. Like it's really, really super, super album. It sounds amazing. It's, I guess, the rarest album in my collection because it's out of print, and definitely the best sounding album I own. So thanks for that, Michael. Okay, show a record that you would like to see reissued in a box set or new edition. Probably possibly my 3rd favorite album of all time, or it's up there anyway in the top 5, Van Morrison, Astral Weeks. Is there any reason we can't get a MoFi pressing of this? Like, somebody's got to have the original master tapes. I would love to hear them. It would be amazing. This is such a great album. It sounds so beautiful. Again, one of those albums that just sounds great, no matter what format you're listening to it on. But man, to have like an original master recording of this would be freaking a dream come true for me. And the other one that I think is going to happen, but they just won't announce it. It's driving me crazy. Another one of my favorite albums, George Harrison, All Things Must Pass. It's the 50th anniversary this year. Come on, Olivia. Danny, please. I'm begging you. Give us a nice box set with a big book and frickin' whatever you want to put in it. Please. I love this album. Okay, so Michael, congratulations on 600 subscribers. And you got them so quickly, it just shows how great a channel you have. I absolutely love your channel. I've learned so much from watching you. And good luck to everybody who enters the contest. Thank you so much. Love you all.